Hello friends, I'm Dr. Jaideep Sharma and it's been 30 years that I've been into medical practice. I realize that though we talk about longevity and longer lifespans that we are living, I also notice that concerns about health have also grown over years. And why that is happening is because we have so much information about diseases but very little where we can actually solve these problems. Out of that experience, we have come up with this enterprise which is alwayshealth.net, whereby we are providing an interface between the world at large and the entire medical and paramedical community on the other side. Quite like a way the Facebook works. Consider there be now a place where the entire universe can put in all their data of illness, that is medical treatments taken, tests performed, and put it like they put it on their own records with their lock and key on a Facebook. That then be available to the entire world of medical and paramedical people, be it doctors, nurses, nursing homes, blood banks and other services, who also are showing as to what their credibility, experience and knowledge is all about. And on this interface, they freely interact with each other. If a person anywhere in the universe requires a medical health, he comes to the site, requests of among the available people as to whom he would like to have an interaction with, and quite like in the current times, the pizza is delivered in 15 minutes, the person of his choice whom he would like to interact with to have his medical problems be sorted out, be available to him on that site in physical one-to-one communication with that person. What really is the benefit of such a site is now the patient does not really require to wait till the hospital opens up or he drives there and looks for a doctor physically searching for him. Sitting in the convenience of his own home, he is looking for a doctor who's again in the convenience of his own environment and can be approached anytime. Having chosen his doctor, he then communicates with the doctor freely and one-to-one communication happens between the two people. I do realize it cannot completely take away all the benefits of physically being with the doctor. But in conditions whereby we see 2/3 of the people, statistics tell us so, visit the hospital only to tell their reports to the doctor or have a little follow-up whereby a couple of medicines are changed or something very trivial. But it still requires the patient all the way to come to the hospital, and so does the doctor travels all the way to the hospital. If this all could be eliminated, hospitals can truly be used for purposes of giving medical care which can only be given indoors in a hospital. The OPD part of the hospital can so much be taken care of while people are still sitting at their own homes or offices or still driving around. How this happens is that we provide a portal where you look for your doctor, have an interaction. Having had the interaction, the doctor writes a prescription in the soft form which reaches your email ID, reaches as a copy to the doctor's records and to the nearest chemist, who delivers the medicine at your doorstep in 15 minutes at discounted rates. The tests are then sent over immediately in soft form to the nearest diagnostic center, who gets in touch with the patient in a few minutes, and accordingly the tests are fixed up and conducted at the patient's convenience at a place of his choice, reports of which are again then shared with the patient and the doctor both. This way the privacy of the test is also preserved because the patient has put all his records in his own personal password lock and key and is only making it available to the people he needs to share it with. The transaction having been over, now the patient can for a minute take time out and fill back a feedback. The feedback, how it helps is that it actually ranks the doctor for the kind of experience he's had at the site, the patient has had at the site, or the convenience of reaching him, the knowledge that the doctor had, the politeness, and how much did the patient feel he benefited out of that interaction. Giving it a star rating. If the star rating is high, next time patient is to come at the site, Always Health, he would be actually shown or be presented the doctors who have scored well on the previous interactions with the patients, and thus the best doctors are available to the patients who arrive subsequently. Also, what is made available out of this site is the experience and expertise, the enormous experience and expertise of all those retired professors of mine, and similarly of other medical colleges and hospitals, who out of their old age are not now providing as much healthcare as they would actually can be doing for the world at large, because they have oceans of knowledge, they have experience, and that's what really counts in medical care. Because of their own age problems and their own sicknesses and distances to travel, they sit home and not really provide for the healthcare in the world. If they could also join on these sites free of charge, this is a site which is free of charge for the doctors to arrive on and free of charge for the world to be present on, can interact with the world. Just imagine the kind of healing and care that they can provide to the world. The sickness would be a part of the past. And this is what we are out here to provide. And I know always health is possible. Always. Thank you. How was this?